I'm here inside the Festival of the Lion King Theater, right next to the stage. And in this week's video, we have some big news. We got giveaways, we got collaborations. Stay tuned. This is Adventures by Carney. Let's go. All right, so if you haven't figured it out, we are here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'm right behind the Tree of Life. But that doesn't matter because this week's video is all about the giveaways and this collaboration with none other than Shannon I. She's a mom, a Disney lifestyler, a beauty expert, and just knows everything there is to know about DVC and all the parks. So we decided to collaborate together. She invited me and I had to say yes. So here's what you need to do for this big giveaway. We're doing two $50 gift cards. One for my channel, one for her channel, and here's what it takes. You gotta like both our videos. You gotta subscribe to both our channels, and you gotta comment on both our videos. So for my comment section, I wanna know your favorite Disney's Animal Kingdom attraction. And if you've never been here, make one up. Just leave it down in the comments. And that's it. Like, subscribe, comment both channels, and you have a chance to be a winner of a $50 gift card. All right, let's get into the question. Question number one, what is your favorite Walt Disney World land? So this for me is kind of cheating. As I always say, the World Showcase. It is considered only one land, and inside of that, you get all 11 countries. So I get like 11 mini lands inside of my one mega land. There's just something about Epcot's World Showcase. For those of you who do watch my channel and been here before, you know, I like to go out, eat, drink, have a good time. The concerts that are normally there during the festivals, granted the last year and a half, we have not seen those, but there's a certain energy. And I know right now we're lacking entertainment at Walt Disney World, and hopefully it slowly starts to creep back. But there's something about the World Showcase. I could just walk it a million times. I'm probably close to that number at this point, but I always see something new or interact with a cast member. There's tons of different food options. There's always a new kind of snack or festival going on, or a new drink I haven't tried. So that's it. I mean, real easy for me. World Showcase. Number two, what is your favorite Walt Disney World attraction? Now, this is hard because there's a lot of different ways to look at this. Is this like a ride that I could go on over and over and over again? Is this a ride that I appreciate and I just think it's so well done? Is this something groundbreaking? I'm not on it, but one of my top attractions that I think everyone should do here at Walt Disney World is the Kilimanjaro Safari here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. We're here looking at some Maasai giraffe, Ankole cattle, some springbok. Everyone should do this. But for my favorite attraction, the Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Here's why. I could ride it a million times in a row. Not that I have. I think my limit was like 2 or 3 times in one day. But I just think at the time when it came out, the technology was super cool to be in a free moving elevator. Spoiler alert, if you haven't been on it, the elevator shaft or your car moves. I love that there's randomized sequences, so it's different every time you go on it. And I think it's just fun. I think it's cool that you have a ride that kids and adults can both experience a thrill on. I know it's not for everybody, but the theming is great. The whole queue and the line, the fact that it's this beautiful landmark at the end of Sunset Boulevard at Hollywood Studios, it's iconic. And I don't know. That was my answer after thinking about all the attractions. I think that's probably going to be my favorite. Question number 3. What is your favorite Walt Disney World Resort? This also is extremely difficult, as you guys know out there. There's a lot of resorts here. I don't know. I know it's undergoing a lot of construction right now, but the Polynesian, to me, I've never stayed there. So I've always been a discount guy. To me, I'd rather spend my time in the parks. If you don't know me, I used to live in New York up until 2 years ago when I moved down to Orlando, and now I live just a few minutes away from the parks. But when I used to come down all the time, it was just about spending time in the park. So I just got the cheapest room we could get on Disney property. If it was a special occasion, I might have gone moderate. So like, I would say the fanciest place I stayed was Port Orleans, which I love Port Orleans. Very, very close to the top of my list. But a resort, if like money was no option, I'd probably want to stay at the Poly. Just because I, 1, never have, and 2, there's just a vibe. Like hang loose, life is good. The whole Polynesian vibe is great. I love that you can see the Magic Kingdom at Cinderella's Castle. I love that you're on the lagoon. You got a monorail when it's running. The breakfast, the Tambu Lounge, Trader Sam's, 2 fantastic pool areas. You can rent some, water equipment, a boat. It's awesome. So, I mean, are there a ton of resorts? Again, Port Orleans is up there as a moderate that I would definitely stay at. Animal Kingdom Lodge is beautiful. I've gone to all the resorts, but I haven't stayed at all of them. So for me, it's going to be Poly. I feel like that's not an exciting answer, but it's a true answer for me. Question 4. What is your first memory at Walt Disney World? So this is tough. We only went once when I was a child. All my other visits were in my 20s. And I don't know my first memory, but I have kind of faded memories. I remember the Aladdin parade at Hollywood Studios. I remember obviously Cinderella's castle at the end of Main Street. I remember the Beauty and the Beast show at Hollywood Studios when I was a kid. I remember meeting Genie. You can tell I was in a big Aladdin phase and what was the big IP at the time. I do remember a character breakfast where Pluto smelled funny, and to this day I always assume Pluto smells funny. He doesn't, not to scare any of you away from Pluto. He's a fantastic dog. I remember loving Goofy and having a Goofy hat. But I don't have any specific memories. These are just kind of things that pop into my head that are my first or earliest memories of Disney. I fell in love with Disney later on in life in my 20s, and that's when I really started to appreciate how amazing Walt Disney World and really the scope and depth of this, I was going to say world. It is. It's its own world. It's gigantic. Size of 2 Manhattans or 1 San Francisco, just in case you were unaware. It's pretty big. But anyway, that's my earliest or first memory from Walt Disney World. What is my favorite memory at Walt Disney World? My favorite memory? Oh boy. So, obviously there's a lot. You come to Disney for the magic, and I've had a lot of magical moments. But one that I think always pops in my head first was I had come down to visit a girlfriend on the Disney College program. I was always a guy who made fun. My roommate in college would always come down with his girlfriend, and I'd make fun of him and be like, oh, come on, Disney's for kids. And I came down to visit a girlfriend on the college program, and we watched Wishes one night. And I remember just being like, what is happening to me? Feelings just overcame my body, tear coming down the eye, then the other eye, and just being so overwhelmed with emotion over this fireworks show that I was watching. I've seen fireworks shows all the time, but something with the music and the energy and the people and being on Main Street, I just kind of knocked me over. Because that's when I think the tide started to turn in terms of loving Walt Disney World and the Disney parks. Tell us a moment when you were pixie dusted at Walt Disney World. We're on question 6, by the way, in case you're wondering, keeping track at home. All right, so a moment I was pixie dusted. I'm very fortunate. I am in the parks a lot, so I've been very lucky in that I've been pixie dusted a few times. For those who don't know, that means kind of a magical moment that a cast member created for you or something special happened. But as before I was living here, I was coming down, I just kind of wanted to get away from everything, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go to Disney for my birthday. My birthday's the end of August, and I'm just going to, drink around the world, eat, have a fun day at Epcot for my birthday, and kind of get away from the New York hustle and bustle. So I came down. I'm just so happy to be there, and I also had just booked a trip to Oktoberfest in Germany for the real kind of deal. So I'm in Germany at Epcot, and I have my birthday button on. They gave me the birthday button, and they said, oh, it's your birthday? I said, yeah. I ordered a beer and a pretzel, and they were like, you know what, this is on us, happy birthday. And I was like, no way, that was the first time I was ever pixie dusted, and I didn't believe it was happening. I'm like, no, I'll pay, it's fine. And then they were like, no, it's for your birthday, you can do it. I'm like, are you gonna get in trouble? And then we ended up having this whole conversation about how I was going to Germany in about a month, and they were giving me all these tips and tricks because, again, they had the international program happening then. Hopefully that'll come back soon. So everyone in Germany was from Germany, and they were telling me all about Oktoberfest. And it was just a really cool moment where I kind of feel like I gained this friend. I got some, free beer and a pretzel, it's unheard of. And it was a cool birthday moment. So my favorite pixie dusted moment. Question number 7. What was the best meal you've ever eaten at Walt Disney World? This is kind of a no-brainer, but it's definitely not for everyone. I was lucky enough to have dinner at Victoria and Albert's. For those who don't know, it is the highest rated restaurant I'm pretty sure not only Walt Disney World or in Orlando, but I think maybe in all of Florida. I'm not sure, but I know they've won like every award under the sun. You know, they write your name on the menu when you arrive. You can choose, it's kind of a this or that, and you go down through all the courses, starting with a small bite and working your way through all the courses. It was insane, completely incredible, very expensive, but I was very happy I was able to experience it. So if you ever are fortunate enough to have a bunch of Disney gift cards like from this giveaway, if you'd like, subscribe and comment to both this video and Shannon's. Or if you save a little bit, or if someone in your family or life wants to treat you to a great meal at no matter what the cost, check out Victoria and Albert's. Number 8, what is one thing you never go to Walt Disney World without? So there's 2 things, but I know the question is 1, so I will pick one. I always have a water bottle and I always have a portable charger. If you ask me which one I take more often, it's probably the water bottle. It is so hot here in Orlando, almost year round, but definitely most months it is mega, super duper hot. So I have a 40-ounce water bottle. Water is very expensive at Disney. So instead of paying like $4 for a water bottle, I bring in my own. And also Disney offers free cups of water that you can pour into the water bottle, free cups of ice water. So you can constantly keep refilling it. And I don't know, it's easy to carry around. If you have a stroller or a bag, you can throw it in there, but you don't realize how much you sweat when you are here and how much fluids you lose. So definitely stay hydrated. It'll give you a much more enjoyable day and give you the strength to get through some of these long days at Disney, especially if you're doing these marathon days on your vacation. Question number 9, what is your favorite thing to do at Walt Disney World that is not in a theme park? For sure. Well, Disney Springs is great, as like an honorable mention. A lot of people, I think, don't give Disney Springs enough time or go check it out. It is an incredible dining and shopping complex, as well as some entertainment in there. Definitely worth checking out, but I love resort hopping. They kind of took it away a little bit during COVID, but now it's coming back. The resorts are amazing, especially if you're not staying in them. It doesn't mean you're not welcome. Places like Fort Wilderness are insane. You have the barn, you have Hoop-de-Doo, you have the... everyone at Fort Wilderness like decorates for Halloween and Christmas. People driving around in their own golf carts. You could rent a golf cart. Go over to Coronado. Coronado is so beautiful. They have the rooftop bar. Go to the boardwalk. You can go to Abracadabra. You can go to hopefully Jelly Rolls when it returns. There's a brewery over there. A lot of these resorts have all these hidden things. If you just do a quick Google search, hop on a bus and go check out a resort. The resorts are beautiful and a great way to check out somewhere new. I will say, you cannot use all their amenities unless you're a guest there. So like, don't think you can hop on a bus and go to, say, the beach and yacht and go to Stormalong Bay, which is probably one of the best pools at Disney. You will need to show a room key for access, but you can definitely walk around beach and yacht and see a lot of the resort and check things out. But some amenities are only for resort guests. But anyway, check out the resorts. And last but not least, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone visiting Walt Disney World for the first time? I would say make sure you do your research and plan. Coming here without a plan can be a lot of fun. There's definitely plenty to do, but I think there's almost so much to do, you would miss a lot of the good stuff. You wanna have a plan, and I think if I gave you a subset, a super specific thing, if you really wanna enjoy the parks and get the most out of them, is get there an hour before they open. So if a park opens at 8 a.m., get there at 7. If it opens at 9, get there at 8. Or at least like, let's say 9 a.m. it opens, get there between 8 and 8:15. They typically open the parks about a half an hour early. And even if they don't open all the rides or attractions right away, which sometimes they do open them early as well, they let you into different lands or into the park to explore. And that's a great time to get some pictures out of the way, get a coffee in the morning if you need that, or a bite to eat. Explore, ask cast members any questions you might have before the day starts, or hustle to that long ride of the day. Whatever the longest ride attraction is, not your favorite, but do a little research and look up what the longest wait time typically is. Do that first, get it out of the way. It'll be your shortest possible wait is that first ride of the day. So you can get a lot done in the first 2 hours in the parks. And even if you go back to the resort or wherever you're staying for a pool, a dip in the middle of the day or lunch, get to the parks early. That's my best piece of advice. And that's it. All 10 questions in the books. Big thank you to Shannon Ford for inviting me to do this collaboration with her. She is awesome. And again, to get those $50 gift cards, boom, which you definitely want, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to both videos, both here and on Shannon's channel. And if you like collaboration videos like this, I actually did one back during the quarantine when we didn't know when the parks were gonna reopen with a bunch of other creators. I got Len Testa from Touring Plans, Josh and Jenna from Resort TV 1, a bunch of people from Fresh Baked. Who else did I have? Disney Nuts, Attractions Tube, WDW Happy Hour. And if there's other creators you want us to do this with, please write them below, tag them below in the comments, and let's keep this game of tag going. Use that hashtag 10WDW questions tag. And let me know your favorite creators too down in the comments. Who should I be looking out for? Who should I become friends with? I'm lucky enough to be friends with Shannon, and I want to keep expanding this circle. So let me know down in the comments. I have a bunch of brand new content coming out in July, as well as the Disney vlogs and all the other craziness that goes on here. And make sure you hit the bell. I only do 2 to 3 videos a week, so it's not crazy. I'm not blowing up your inbox. And that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Be kind to one another. I'll see you guys real soon.
Like, subscribe, and comment to this channel and Shannon. We'll see you real soon.
Just want to take a quick moment to thank some crew members: John Bailey, Arm Bandito, Tomorrowland Traveler, Jordan Garrett, Kenny Holland. You guys are the best. Thank you.